Old school machines, next level skill. These bulldozer pros make the impossible look easy, and it's all real. Sit back and enjoy the power show on Green Tech. This Caterpillar 992G isn't just big, it's efficient. One full bucket loads a 4-axle truck with ease. The control and timing in the coal pit reflect real skill. The operator works with confidence, and the machine delivers consistent power. Ever wondered how these long-reach excavators manage that massive arm without tipping? It's all in the hydraulic balance and operator skill. Machines like the EX350 can handle canals, swamps, even deep silting work, thanks to design, yes, but also good hands at the controls. Let us know in the comments. Type 1 if you thought our video was interesting, and 0 if you thought it was boring. This TDT 55 crawler tractor chews through mud and bog like it's built for it, because it is. Skidding logs in terrain like this takes real traction and trust in your gear. No shortcuts, just solid forestry muscle.
Техника прибыла, и сейчас будем наблюдать орудие, которое способно.
Built tough since the 80s, the T170 still holds its ground. With a 300-liter tank and a multi-fuel engine, this dozer isn't flashy, but it's built to last. That kind of durability is exactly what's needed when pushing fire lines through rough, unpredictable terrain. Nearly 100 Caterpillar scrapers working one site. Now that's earth-moving history. These aren't just machines, they're part of a legacy. Seeing them roll together feels like watching a giant orchestra of dirt. Forget speed. This dragline plays the long game. Every swing throws 15 cubic yards up to 650 feet. The secret? A redesigned bucket and ultra-durable materials. It's not just how far it digs, it's how long it keeps going. Watching this machine climb a near vertical wall? Mind-blowing. Ragno's design is wild, but the operator's precision is what turns insane engineering into something useful. This isn't luck, it's years of skill and motion.
Guarda, guarda!
Sì, avevo visto ieri sera che veniva.
Lettre de commande. On pourra pas le voir de près.
A century later, this Renault FT still rumbles back to life. Tiny, awkward, but way ahead of its time. It changed tank design forever. This guy brings out the Tim 240, and it's clear he's done this before. Clean lines, strong pulls, and full control in a timed event. Good job. Before the logs move, the bridge must be ready. You can't rush that part. It takes teamwork, balance, and smart placement. It's the quiet step that makes the big moves possible.
Ui, coisa! Ai, para arriba, para arriba!
It's hard to tell what went wrong, but that was a very lucky save. The driver definitely learned a lesson. Someone definitely miscalculated the load on those slings. A quick experiment showed the bulldozer's hydraulics have a clear pressure limit.
Takže víme přesně kolik nahoru dolů.
Precision in progress. The Stalinek T130 bulldozer gently reshapes the pond embankment using laser leveling. A quiet yet effective method. No sudden moves, just steady adjustments.
normální okolnosti bych se v životě neodvážil, kdybych nevěděl, jestli jsou vysoko nebo nízko, nebo kde jsou. No, chci si to odřepat asi.
The first excavator got trapped in soft ground. Another machine steps in to help, using a careful approach rather than brute force. It's a reminder that recovery often depends more on coordination than raw power. The terrain is tough, and even experienced machines get stuck. The T10mm Swamp Dozer was built for this kind of job. Low ground pressure, good balance. Watching it pull the Shantway out gives you a sense of how different setups matter. "12 furrows is a wide setup. The way this Cat MT865C turns near the edge without retracing its path shows planning and timing. I'd guess it can cover a lot of acres in a single shift. The excavator slows down, assessing its angle. I wasn't sure at first if they'd cause trouble, but it's interesting to see how small things can affect motion. This is an arc flash, right? That's some smooth control. Lifting over the pipe like that takes real skill, especially on slick ground. It doesn't take much. The T130 dropped into the trench at an awkward angle. I'm not sure if the engine's stuck or if it's just a fuel or crankshaft issue. Either way, it's not starting easily without work. At first glance, the MTZ-80 looks stronger, but the T25 holds up better than expected. Narrow tires, smart weight distribution, and solid grip. Sometimes it's not just horsepower that counts. Timing and coordination stand out here. The D10s push the scrapers over steep ground with little pause. From the driver's seat, it's probably more exhausting than it looks. I noticed they barely shifted gears the whole time. way this crew works along the railway, with precision and limited space, says a lot about planning and teamwork. Human creativity still makes the difference.
जाजरकोट कुसे गाउँपालिकाको बाटो खोला है बाटो खोला भयो अहिले बाटो खुल्दैछ सारा राजमार्ग
Would you operate this close to the edge? This is the 1947 Caterpillar D4, rated around 35 horsepower. From what I could find, this model ran with a 4-cylinder diesel engine and a dry clutch system. It's been used for decades in fields just like this one.
Non mais je pense que quand elle va te faiblir un peu.
Starting the T130 isn't always quick. The older ignition system, combined with weather or fuel conditions, can cause delays. Once running, though, these machines still hold steady if maintained right. If you liked the video, comment 1. If you thought it was boring, comment 0. Ever seen a bulldozer tear into rock like this? The rear-mounted ripper isn't just for show. It breaks up solid ground so the real work can start. It's the first step in turning raw terrain into something workable. Super cool to see these rare pieces still paying the bills. Surprisingly maneuverable for the size and length. Euclid/Terex were very advanced scrapers back in the day. They sold tons of them. How did they even manage to mount a starter on that thing? Anyone got the full story? Hard to grasp the scale until you see it move. This isn't a behemoth on wheels. Getting one of these from site to site is a project in itself. I had to rewind this. The excavator rolled off the trailer quickly and smoothly, showing confident, skilled handling. No delays, no mistakes, just efficient work. It's clear the operator knows the machine well and handles it with purpose.
Нацеликовые. Зашибись.
Sometimes you watch a clip and just shake your head. Thankfully, no one was standing nearby when it happened. This little EBTT 240 with a Zog snowblower is light, nimble, and oddly graceful against heavy snow. This test run really shows what the MD250 is made for: tight spaces, tough pulls, and safe maneuvering. The hydrostatic drive makes it feel surprisingly responsive for such a beefy build.
Вот так мы ездим на работу. Было.
Even the legendary TDT-55 met its match in this springtime muck. Once the tracks sink this deep, you're no longer working. You're just trying to escape.
Ёбнул.
А чё пилы-то нахуй? Он принесет руку один?
Wide tracks, steady progress. These D6H dozers with low ground pressure setups are built for places like this: uneven, soft, and unpredictable. It's all about staying above the mess. They call it a walking excavator for a reason. Watching the Menzi muck. A 91 tackle steep terrain is like watching a machine with legs. It grips, shifts, and climbs like no ordinary excavator. Snow, slope, and no margin for error. The Menzi muck. A 91F doesn't just climb, it balances with ease even on frozen terrain. One wrong move and it's a slide, but this operator's got it dialed in. That's all for today's look at jaw-dropping operator skills. Which moment stood out most to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Green Tech for more amazing heavy machinery action. Thanks for watching.